what they realized was that they had to have certain rules, they had to have certain systems in place. So they first of all, what we did was we So this is an example of an e-commerce brand. One of the e-commerce brands uh, major focus areas is repeat sales. Now it is not just for e-commerce, it is true for everyone. Everyone wants every customer, every patient, every client to come back again and again and purchase again and again, have multiple transactions. And that's the whole idea. That is one of the ways where you can build a great brand, one of the ways you can build a great company, whichever field you are in, whichever domain you are in. But today I'm going to talk about e-commerce, and that is the idea. The e-commerce brand that I'm talking about, they had great set of products. They had at least 30 to 40 different products which a customer could purchase. Now the point was that the first transaction was extremely costly for them because there was high competition in the market, and they had to spend a lot of money in terms of acquiring new customers. They had to spend a lot of money in terms of making sure, in terms of getting profitability in the first transaction, which was almost impossible, right? So they would typically end up losing money in the first transaction if the revenue that they generated was close to 800 rupees for the first transaction. They would essentially spend more than 6 7 800 rupees already on acquiring that particular customer. So they had to make sure that they had to get multiple transactions from that same person again and again, at least 10 15 20 times a year, so that they can start making profits in those other transactions. And that was the whole idea. So what they realized was that they had to have certain rules, they had to have certain systems in place. So they first of all, what we did was we when I started consulting with them, when I started working with them, we said, okay, we'll have to define certain rules. We'll have to create different categories of customers. The first category of customers is your top 5% of spenders, people who spend more than most amount of money in terms of purchasing your products. Then from 5 to 15, 15 to 50, 50 to 75, and 75 to later ones. That's how we categorize each of the set of customers. And this data was collected every 2 months. We would look at every 2 months of data. Now what we realized was that the easiest, the best way to increase our repeat sales, in terms of increase our repeat number of transactions, is to make sure that we focus on the top 5% of the customers first, because we cannot afford to lose them. If some of them lose, if some of them go away, if some of them are go to our competition, then we are losing our cream. We are losing the people who are most loyal to us. We are losing the people who are about to become brand advocates, and that will have a significant change in terms of revenue per user. So a very simple strategy was assigned. There were lots of sales reps which are already there. It was a customer service team. Now each of the customer service team was assigned 10 to 15 different customers, and a campaign called Friend a Brand campaign was launched, where these people were said that okay, you essentially have a set of representatives. These are your personal relationship managers, these are your account managers. They are available to you on WhatsApp, they are available to you on phone, they are available to you on email. Whatever way that you want to communicate with them, you can communicate. You can order through WhatsApp, you can order online, you can just call them and say that send this. You will have special privileges. You can avail cash on delivery at no extra cost, and so on and so forth. So this relationship building for the top 5% of the customers not only retained them, but also made sure that they started transacting much more. Earlier, if they were transacting 5 to 6 times a month, that number grew to 10 times a month. And that was the whole idea. And slowly, the company started implementing and increasing the base. From 5% they took it to 7%, from 7% to 10%, from 10% to 15%. So the top 15% of the customers had relationship managers. It did not cost them so much to acquire a sales team, acquire a relationship management team, in as compared to the amount of profits that they made. That is what I wanted to understand, that that was one way, a particular way used by an e-commerce company, where we work together and solve one of the problems in terms of increasing repeat sales. But you also have to look at your business, look at your customers, look at your patients, look at your transactions, look at your clients, and try to understand what do you need to do in terms of increasing the repeat sales. This to me is one of the most important aspects in terms of increasing your uh, profitability, creating a steady business. Because if you are always dependent on getting new customers, acquiring new customers, then you will not be able to create a steady business. Yeah, today you are advertising on Facebook, tomorrow on Google. If rates increase, if your competition is there, then what will you do? You need to have a strong customer base, you need to have a strong subscriber base, you can always fall back on, who will always transact with you. That is the only way you can build a steady and stable business.